I'm afraid to look at the comment section below. Hey everybody, Rob back with another video, and this is going to be kind of a hot topic. You know, I kind of talked about this before in the live stream, but this is starting to come up more and more often to where these rumors are coming around that somehow the people over at Marvel Studios kind of want to make Magneto and Professor X people of color in the X-Men version of the MCU. And you got people from both sides of the fence here. Some people think it's okay. Some people are like, well, we knew this was going to happen when Marvel got it, or Disney got it rather, because they like to do this with every character. Look what they're doing with Ariel and all this stuff. And people are on different sides of the fence arguing about this. Me personally, I sit on the fence because I got like 1 foot on one side, 1 foot on the other side of the fence. So I'm kind of like sitting on the fence. I gotta be honest with you. It's not too comfortable. It really gets up in the crack. But no, I kind of see both reasons for this, okay? One, you kind of have to change up the Magneto character. Magneto, in the original X-Men movies, we seen he's a survivor of the concentration camp. He's a Jew. But that happened in World War II. So Magneto, if we would redo the same thing, Magneto, the actor, would have to be extremely old. You know, as the years start passing, we get further away from World War II, and you can't keep doing that same thing. Perfect example is, look at the Punisher. The Punisher is a Vietnam vet, but they can't say he's a Vietnam vet because he'll be like 50-something, 60-something. He'll be in his 60s. My dad's 65, and my dad fought in Vietnam. So we can't have a 65-year-old Punisher. We just can't. So you have to update his origin, and they made Frank Castle, I believe the first time he fought in Desert Storm, and then the second time was in Afghanistan, so you can honestly update the war. So Magneto being in a concentration camp, being a Jew, having his family killed by the Nazis and stuff, that has to be updated at some point. It's not really that key to the character. What's key to the character is he has suffered and he's seen the evil side of humanity and the racism and the discrimination in humanity. So you can update the Jews to something else. Making Magneto black and having him played by like Denzel Washington and have him kind of go through what black people had to go through in history makes a lot of sense in my mind, because it shows the real dark side of humanity. But I think if you're going to change Professor X, I'm on the other side of the fence. So I'm good with Magneto. I think it makes absolute sense to the character, because as long as it doesn't change the character, I don't care. It doesn't really change the character. To me, it just updates the character of Magneto. But with Professor X, I feel like you're going to change. Like, look, can you make Professor X black? Sure, it's not going to change the character. Can you make him Hispanic? Sure. He ain't going to change the character. Changing the color of Professor X isn't going to change the character. But at this point, it kind of feels like you're going to do it just for doing it. And I've seen a lot of people I talk to, people that I know who are black, and they write stuff in the comments, they tell me stuff at work. They're like, you know, we're just tired of, you know, all these white characters turning black. Why can't we just make new characters? And I don't know from that point of view. I'm not black myself. I don't know. I can't comment on that. But I had a lot of people come out and say, we're tired of them changing characters and making them black. They're like, we're tired of the sloppy seconds. We want to go ahead and get fresh new characters. Stop race bending all these characters and making them black. You know, just make fresh new characters. And I agree with that sentiment. But again, I am not black. I'm a pasty white dude, and I don't know. I can't speak from that side. I'm just telling you, by changing the color and the race, Professor X and Magneto doesn't fundamentally change the characters. I think Magneto makes the most sense because his origin is going to have to be updated. Professor X, however, I feel like they would do it just for the sake of doing it. We've seen them do this countless times in the MCU. So for them to do it with X-Men isn't a big surprise to me personally. Wouldn't be a big surprise to me if we see them turn Professor X or Magneto a different race, maybe have Gambit be black. We don't know. And to be honest with you, I don't really care until that time comes and I see how it is on screen. I think people really get outraged over little things, but my gut reaction, my gut is telling me, if you're going to do it to Professor X, you're doing it just to do it. where I feel like Magneto has more justification. But I really want to know what you guys think. This seems like a topic that keeps getting, buried and then brought back up, buried and brought back up, and it's got a lot of people in arms about it. And I really want to kind of have a very civil conversation in the comment box on whether you're for it, whether you're against it, why are you for it, why are you against it, and have a civil conversation rather than, resorting to racism and calling names and all that nonsense. Honestly, just go ahead and be civil in the comment box. I really want to know what you guys say. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. And until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.